Hi friends, it's Liz here at Liz the Paper Project. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited about today's video. I was so inspired by Suzy of Shabby Soul. I will leave her channel link in the description box below. I have admired her work for so long and I'm always sort of getting inspired by what she does, but these recent projects, I found them right up my alley and I want to show you what I've done. I will show you in this video how to make the base of one, and then I'm also going to show you a flip through of the holiday theme one at the end. But I'm going to start with this one. Okay, so this is an accordion style mini journal, and she did hers in a Halloween theme, and I'm so not into Halloween, but I wanted to make mine a little vintage. So this is what I've done with it. I'll show you a flip through of it and then we'll make one together. And then if you wanted to watch at the end, I'll show you the holiday one that I made as well. Okay, so on the front cover, I had these frames that I hadn't used in projects before. And so I wanted to kind of, you know, use it for this one. I made a piece that could go in and out if I wanted to. Now for the cover itself, for the tag, I used my printable, which is like the vintage doilies and stained papers and stuff like that. So I used that for the cover. As you can see, I've used a little bit of trim. And I've got some sari silk ribbon on the top. So you flip it open. And then on this side again, this is one of my printables that I've just made into a tag. And then this... these papers and ephemera pieces are from some things I received from my friend Beth Wallen. Hi, Beth, if you're watching, thank you. And so I've used some of them throughout here. These are like, I think, graphic 45 pieces. So on this side, I just decided to add a little pocket. And you can see it's got all the different layers. This is a Tim Holtz, I believe, die cut piece or die cutting piece. I will link it in my Amazon shop below because I know every time I show this piece, everybody wants to know where I got it. And now if I could put everything in here. So anywho, that's where that's from. So I will leave my Amazon shop link below for a lot of the pieces that you might want to check out as well. This little tag here came from a Tattered Dream a long time ago, I was gonna say, a little while back, and so I'm using a little piece there. But you can see just how lovely it is to see the different layers behind. So on this side again, I just added a little tuck spot behind this envelope, and this envelope I made again with my printable, the doily and coffee stained papers. And this is also one of the pieces from one of the kits that I made into a journaling card. So I thought I would just add a little envelope there that you can tuck that in. And then on this side, you've got some little fabric. This cute little clip also is from a Tattered Dream. I've got a little bit of sari silk there, sari silk ribbon. And then here I made a tiny little file folder. And then I just used some pieces from my mini ephemera kit, and then my I think it's my French letters kit, that one there, and you can kind of see how nice that goes together. Then you flip this again, and then behind this paper bag you've got like a little tuck spot, and then inside is a little ephemera piece from my French ephemera set. And then I've got this. Now I received this actual bag in a swap or happy mail, and I haven't seen this color of paper before. I do have the die for this bag. I will link that again in my shop, but I had not you know, I didn't have like a black and kind of creamy tone, which I thought went perfect with this, so I used it here. On this side, this is like a really lovely vintage piece of fabric that I added there, and then again just some ephemera. And then this piece is came in a kit, I think, and I always save them because I know I'm going to use them somewhere. Now you flip this back, and this cover of the back page here is from Digitals from Digital Collage Club. I love this set, so I've used it quite a lot recently. And I will link that shop below. There are coupons if you're interested in buying anything in her shop. I'll leave a coupon code below. So the back of it again, I've got a little glassine bag, and I added a little sticker there. Tim Holtz, made a little tag to go in there. And this is part of my ephemera kit as well. I will link that below if you're interested. And then here on this side, I made another little tuck spot. Again, just using some different pieces of ephemera that I thought, you know, went nicely with what I was working on. Here, I just made a little writing spot. Again, this is from one of my kits. And then you flip it again. And then here I've got a little clip. Again, this one came in supplies from Beth. And then here you pull this down. You've got a little tuck spot in the back. And then here I thought you could either journal or add photos. And then you flip it back. And again, it's got a little spot for photos or journaling. And this is just a little extra piece that I had left over from my kit. I added it there. And then, of course, the little clip to keep it down. Now, I think what I absolutely love the most about this project is how you can see everything from all sides. And then I'll show you also expanding it, how beautiful it looks. This is from my mini Polaroid kit. And I printed it on like a really nice ivory colored paper because I thought it would make it look more vintage. And it really does. Leftover piece of scrap. And then on this side, I've got, again, a little fabric layering, the little butterfly. I love this. I don't know where I saw this, but I thought it was such a perfect idea to attach a little, you know, to a butterfly because it looks like the little body. I have this die set as well from, I think it's Sampool. Anyway, so I did that. And then I cut up one of my mini Polaroids and then made it so that it would look like a little photo inside the little frame. I thought it was so cute. So anyways, I'll put that there. And then on this side, again, this is for my printable. I just sort of tore it up and made a little flip out pocket. And then I attached a little bit of gorgeous trim. I made a pocket, like I said, here, so you can see the pocket from either end. This just has like a little envelope I received in an ephemera pack. And then here you can flip this open again. You can add a photo in the back as well. So I was just keeping it in mind in case this is going to become like a little mini album or, you know, a little journal. And then you go back again and now you're back on the front. Isn't this amazing? So let me just expand it so you can see how beautiful it looks from one end to the other. Let me just close this up. And then we'll expand it this way. And it's got so many beautiful areas. Now, I know that she also sewed a lot of things. And I mean, I love her work. Go watch her video. You're going to love it. If you haven't, you know, checked out her channel, you are welcome for checking it out. So I'm going to quickly show you how to put one together just so you can get the idea. And then I'll also show you the holiday one after that, because I know some of you don't want to, you know, watch a flip through of everything. So thank you, my friends. If you like this video, leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you purchase anything in the shop, thank you so much. You're supporting me. You're supporting the artists that I feature as well. There are some amazing journals from some artists there still. And I'm waiting for some ephemera packs to come in. And I'm also working on some more for those of you that were interested, okay? All right, let's get started. Okay, so this project works so much better if you have double-sided paper, because what you end up with, as you can see here, is you can see the accordion album here. You can see the colors from either side and the design. So it's really nice to have paper that is double-sided. And I love how she, you know, she put hers together with the Tim Holtz papers, of course. I happen to have just a few different pieces here that I thought I would use. This is something, again, that I received in the little collection from Beth. So this is Gypsy paper. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, I thought I would kind of use maybe this piece or maybe just the leftover Tim Holtz. I might do that as well. So I'll start with maybe this one here. And this is like a 6x12, I think, size. So I'm just going to show you with this one here. So what she did, and I think it's my favorite part about this project, is the tearing of the pages. So you kind of decide, you know, what size you want it depending on, you know, what your tag size is going to be. So for this one, this one's a little bit bigger than the one I used, but you decide what your kind of front cover is going to be. Now she used kind of tags that she made. I also made these ones here, as I said, with I have really thick cardstock in the center, and then I covered them with my design paper so that it would just kind of give me the look I wanted, but I wanted that thickness. So you would have to, you know, decide on that first. So I'm going to do that as well. I think I might make it a similar size just so you can get an idea of what mine is like. So I have these really thick pieces of cardstock, and they're about 3 inches by 5.5. So I kind of like that that size. And let me just see, I have 2 that are about the same size, and I could always cut them to fit. But so I think what I like to do is also I like to keep what I call my bag of tags, and that's just different sizes of tags that I really like, and also the way that the edges are cut. So I like to have that when I'm making, you know, tags for myself, because this makes it easy. I can just kind of line up my tag, you know, and follow the same design that I see here. So I'm just going to do that, and I'll make a couple tags and then come back. Okay, so I have my 2 tags that I'm going to be using for my front and back covers. And again, I guess they don't have to be tags, but she made tags like that, so I thought I would kind of follow along. And then the next step is deciding, I guess, the size of your first page. So what she did, and I thought was such a good idea, is she kind of lined up her paper, and based on, you know, where your kind of corner of your tag starts, that's where she would start cutting for her first page. And like I said, I'm going to just sort of do the tearing that she did. So I'm eyeballing it, and I'm going to say this is sort of where that piece is. And, you know, if you kind of vary the size, I think that gives it a nicer texture. So you can kind of see how I cut that there. I might use this piece because I've left the white kind of sticking out on that side. So now when I'm lining it up to my tag, as you can see here, most of the front of what the pages are kind of don't go past my tag, but I'm also lining them up to the bottom a little bit. Okay, so this is sort of my first page that I'm going to use. And then I think I do like this one as well. So I'm going to cut up another piece, and I kind of want, so let me just start here. I'm going to measure how that's going to go. So yeah, that will be my cover page. Okay. And so this is kind of our first step here. Okay. We grab our tag, take your favorite glue. I like to use this glue because I find it doesn't warp my paper. And I'm just going to add some glue to the edge. Maybe like, if I'm eyeballing it, it's about like a 1/4 inch thick of glue. Okay. And I'm going to grab my drop sheet because I don't like to mess things up. Still in frame. Okay, so I'm taking my first kind of piece that I cut, and I'm lining it up as best as I can to the bottom. Okay, and just waiting for that to glue. Okay, and now you can kind of see when I turn it, that's what it looks like. So this is essentially now my cover. I'm just going to wait for it to dry a little bit more before I continue. And then on the top here, I will be covering that up with my designer paper that covers up my tag from the front and back. And then you won't see the, you know, that seam that we have here. Okay. So this is the first fold that you make. So you've got it glued, it's glued to the back. You kind of bend it so you can have a little bit of it you can see when you do this. Okay, so you can kind of see I bent it here, and then you can kind of see some of it peeking through, right? So I've left this much. And then we'll take the next piece, and this happens to have a line right there, so it's kind of cool that it already kind of has that. And I'm bending that back, and again, I'm lining up the bottom, and I'm just sort of squeezing the bend here. It's not, I'm not doing it with my, my bone folder because I kind of wanted to have a little bit of give there. Okay, so now you can kind of see how that's looking, right? The next thing we do here, okay, is you take this as your guide and then you bend your next piece to sort of meet it, not necessarily pass it, but kind of meet it this way. So now you can kind of see my front of my tag, you can see the paper kind of coming through, and as I'm bending it, as I'm kind of flipping it, you can kind of see what we've done, okay? So this is the next part. This piece we have here, and if I wanted to just kind of end it here, I could, but I want to continue, of course. So I take my next piece of paper, okay, and remember I'm working with double-sided 12 by 12 sheets that I've sort of cut somewhat, pieces that I had left over, and you kind of cut them, you know, to see how they fit within your tags, okay? So I'm kind of lining this one up, so I'm eyeballing again that it kind of matches the top of that, and then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to tear it this way now, and I'm going to go a little bit lower with it and then maybe a little higher because I think I'm putting too much white on this now, okay? So you can see how we tore that there. And again, keep your pieces. Let me just put these aside. Okay, so we've got this last piece that we folded. So I'm going to start again just so that I don't lose you. Yeah. So this is our front cover. I showed you how we did the bending of the paper. So I'm going to take this one. Maybe it's taller this way. Yeah, I'm going to go this way. So I'm going to take it here. Okay, and I'm going to attach them together. So this is where I'm gluing this piece to the back of this one. And I'm just going to take my glue here. And again, I don't want to make it too big a hinge, but I do want it to kind of attach itself properly to the next page. So you can see how that looks there. And now make sure to line it up to the bottom again. The top doesn't really matter, but you want kind of the bottoms lining up. Okay. So again, I'm waiting for this to glue itself onto the page. And as I'm waiting for that, I'm going to make my next fold on the back. Okay. And again, just giving it a little bend with my finger and not too much that it will be too crisp. And then I'm bending that onto itself. So now you can see how that's looking. Okay, so we're going to grab our last tag because I don't want to make this any longer. You could certainly, you know, keep going, but I think 2 pieces of the, you know, of that paper is good. So because this is the back / front, I may need to add another little piece here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to end with this here, but I want to be able to, front, back. I want to be able to, again, open it up and have something else here. But the way that my page ended won't give me enough room for that. So I might add another little piece so that I can open it up a little more. And let me just find another smaller piece here. I don't need that much. Okay, so I've got this leftover bit here. I do want it to sort of line up to that. I think I'll do it this way. Okay. And then I don't need that much of this. So what I'm going to do, again, just if you just follow along here, I'm just going to add glue. Again, just a little bit of glue, about a quarter inch in size there. And I think I need to have the bottom to kind of meet that here. So you know what I need to do, because this one's sort of upside down and I don't want an upside down piece. So I'm going to just tear it a little bit more. Since I want it to kind of meet there, again, I'm eyeballing. I'm just cutting it a little bit there. Okay. Even if it's upside down, it's going to be covered. So that's good. Probably cut a little too much off of that. Again, I'm trying to line it up with the bottom. Okay. Now remember, we're working on the back part of our cover now. Okay, so this is the back part. And then, again, since we're here, I'm just going to bend that over and make sure that it lines up with that page. Okay, and then here, I'm just going to cut it. I'm just going to, you know, tear it with my hand. And I hope I'm not mixing you up by all the flips, but I think I'm just going to tear it right there, but I'm going to use my ruler for this part here. So I just want that much left there. Okay, and now this is the back again. When I add my back tag, you can kind of see how it matches, right? So I'm just gluing this part to my tag. So what I'm going to do is, again, I like that this is primarily, you know, eyeballing your project, but also making sure that it all lines up at the bottom. And the reason I think she mentioned that is just because it just kind of looks better when you finish your project, because it all lines up at the bottom. You can still add more pieces, as you can see here, how I've added pieces that kind of dangle, but your main face is nicely lined up there. Okay, I think I'm still there. All right, so I'm waiting this for it to glue on that part again. And now you see where we started. Okay, so we started here. Okay, we attached it, and then, or sorry, we ended here. We started here. Okay, and then you can kind of see how we glued the pieces on. I'm just going to add a little more glue the areas that I see it missing. Now, all this is something that you can add more reinforcement to it as you add your tuck spots and that kind of stuff. Okay, and then this is where we ended. I'm going to add a little more glue here as well. If you need to, you know, review the video just to see what I've done, once you get the hang of it, once you start to fold your pages and everything just sort of, you know, feels like it goes, I think it's just such a wonderful and fun, creative project that, you know, you can enjoy, tear paper and add your little pockets and tuck spots. So that's your base right there, my friends. I'm going to decorate, you know, the tags themselves to cover up all the little extras, and then this project can continue to be added onto. Okay, so I think I'm going to just cover the tags, decorate them a little bit, you know, add to the cover. Keep all your extra pieces, all your torn pieces, because they are useful in the project. It's so fun to add them, you know, as tuck spots, etc. I'll show you how I'm doing that. So let's just continue. So I'm going to take my printable again. This is in my shop. I will link it below. And I'll just measure again my tag, because I want to cover the front and back of both sides so that you have a nice finished, you know, front and back cover. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut it, and then I'll come back and show you putting those on. So my friends, I hope you're all doing well. I have some news. About a month back, I shared that I had surgery. It was last minute. I was waiting for biopsy results, and I am happy to say that the results are all negative. I am beyond grateful and thankful in whatever words I can use to say that. I truly appreciate all your support. You know, the many messages I've received, and, you know, letting me know of your prayers. You know, I am so blessed to get to know a lot of you and share this with all of you, the artists and creators and crafters I have met. You know, by doing this, it's just something that I'm always going to be so grateful and thankful for. But I am so happy to have had those results. I'm recovering really well, and I am taking it easy still, because I know that there's, you know, a few moments that I get reminded, my body lets me know that I have had surgery and I have to take things a little bit slower, but I am truly grateful for, you know, how I'm recovering and all the support, like I said, I've had. So many of you have been so wonderful. Even in the shop, you know, when you're purchasing some of my printables, you're leaving me little tips, you know, extra little things here in the comments, and I am just so grateful and thankful for all of you. I am really enjoying, you know, sharing inspiration with all of you and things that I've created, but things that have also inspired me that you may not have seen. I really enjoy sharing that as well. And I've also been working on some holiday themed embellishments. I'll be sharing those with you very soon. I tend to go back and forth with vintage style and then things that are a little bit more colorful and, you know, just a different tone. So let me know what your favorite style is and what you prefer to craft. If it's just vintage or if it's just everywhere like mine. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this back page. For this part, I'm using the kit from Digital Collage Club. I do have discount codes for her shop as well. If you're interested, I will link that below. So I'll finish this off, and now I'll just show you what it looks like when I'm done, and then I'll show you the finished holiday one, because you might get some ideas from that as well on, you know, how to decorate. Okay, so if you stay till the end, hi. So this is the holiday theme one that I made because I thought it was just such a perfect idea. Again, I had this little wreath I received in the amazing pieces that I received from Beth, and then again I made a little slide-in piece. So if you know there's a photo that goes in there, you can kind of measure it based on that. I added a little bit of bling, again, with the beautiful sari silk ribbon. You can just see all the layering. I'm just in love with it. Okay, so you flip this one open again. You've got a little tuck spot here. I used a little bit of vintage trim there. I made another envelope, and then here I just tucked in a little holiday themed note. And then the back of it again has a gorgeous journaling card. Now you can see again with these pieces that everything is kind of layered, so you can see it all. So it's best to work with double-sided pieces so you can get a beautiful view from either way. Here I added vintage lace, and I just didn't want to cover up this gorgeous paper. I think this is Prima paper, and so I don't have too much of it, but I was using what I got from Beth. And then here again, just a little tuck spot with a cute little tag. I made another flip out here, and then here's the tag again. You can see this tag from either side. Another little tuck spot here, and then here I made a belly band because I wanted to see the two little, I'm not even sure what they are, deers. I guess they're deer, elk. Hello, deers. And then here with the vintage lace, again, you can pull that out. And I wanted to see a lot of the beautiful paper in the background. And then this is a different size of little pocket die cut. You can see there. This one's got two little pockets. And again, I'm just using, you know, just regular ephemera pieces. And then you can see that this is the back. Now this one I made a little different because I kind of made it so that it finished here. And then this would be your back, but then you would start again. Okay, and then on this side, I did like a little vellum pocket that already had some beautiful print on it. I don't know if you can see the print of it, but there's like light little kind of print. So I thought I would add that there. And then here's just another little tuck spot. This, I believe, is from an Artie Mays holiday kit. I've just been using a lot of my, you know, leftover pieces. So I thought they just went nicely together. And then this is another flip here. I've also used some items from my porch prints. Look how beautiful. Okay, so you can kind of see the lace poking through the other side. Again, that same kind of style of pocket. Just adding different pieces of ephemera there. And then we're back to this. So my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this quick quick flip through in the tutorial. Thank you so much to Suzy for the inspiration. I am going to be making many more of these because I'll be sending out a lot actually for the holidays. So thank you so much for that. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by.